Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at what you experienced in 2023, where you are at right now, and what you can expect moving into 2024. I've already pulled the overall energy, clarified those messages. I have the overall theme. I have the tarot deck we'll be using, as well as the decks that I'll be using in the extended already shuffled. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. Last thing, please remember that these are general readings. They are not here to resonate fully for everyone, and they won't resonate fully for everyone. The reason we dive into what you went through in 2023 is to see if this is your reading, if it resonates with you. So if it doesn't resonate with you, not your reading, move on to the next. Otherwise, take what resonates for you and leave what does not. All right, Scorpio. Okay, so I feel like I am talking to a Scorpio collective who is going through it, because look at this. Look at how dark these cards are. I feel like I just feel as this has been a very challenging reading. And maybe you're not going through it as much anymore, but definitely in 2023. I feel as if there was a lot of going through it, because this energy is heavy. I mean, it's heavy, it's dark, and I feel as if it's been pretty difficult for you to kind of find your way through it, because in overall 2023, you have releasing with the Knight of Cups in reverse, a very emotional year. Maybe not the whole year, right? I'm not saying you woke up every day and it was emotional and difficult, but I do feel as if kind of the theme or the most intense, memorable parts of the year were definitely very emotional, very triggering in some ways. Now, this releasing card is an energy of releasing what doesn't serve you. So that can be releasing yourself from relationships that don't serve you, releasing yourself from career paths that don't serve you. I mean, it could be anything, right? But this energy of releasing is challenging. I mean, it's challenging for anybody, because with that comes the release of the emotions associated. So feeling lost, feeling stuck, feeling unsure of what's next. And I feel like that's the energy you're kind of in right now with the Seven of Cups and the Truth card here. As I feel as if the Seven of Cups is kind of this energy of being like, where the hell do I go from here? Like, I feel lost, I feel unsure, I feel like I kind of mentioned all those things. And I feel as if there is a deeper truth to what you're going through. And I feel as if there is kind of this overarching positive energy to this reading. I don't feel like you feel that positivity, but I do feel this kind of overarching, almost as if you're kind of being being protected, being guided in a way that you're not able to see, or you're having a hard time believing right now. Because the overall theme for the reading is, I know that nothing bad lasts forever. Even when my emotions tell me otherwise, I am never stuck. So regardless of what you're going through, regardless of how challenging and painful and difficult it has been for you, I do feel as if this is that reminder that nothing bad lasts forever. Sometimes when we're in the middle of it, when we've been going through it for a while, it can feel like it's going to last forever. But nothing bad really does last forever. And I feel moving into 2024, there's this lighter kind of energy, because you have Enchanted here. And then the way that I see this is kind of like the path being like lighting up. Like the path being discovered, the path being uncovered, starting to see the way forward. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is positive changes, things happening for you, good things happening in your life. So I feel as if 2024 is a lighter, more positive energy, but I do feel as if I'm speaking to a Scorpio collective specifically that is and has been very much going through it. So hopefully this reading, depending on kind of what comes through with tarot, the goal is to bring you a little bit of hope and insight to your situation, so that you can see that things, first of all, aren't going to be this way forever. But second of all, sometimes things aren't as bad as they feel. And don't by any means want to dismiss the way that you feel or downplay the way that you feel, but from experience, I'm aware of when we're going through something challenging, sometimes the emotions associated can make it feel like it's the end of the world, things are never going to be good again, and it's easy to get lost in those. So, all right, let's see, Scorpio, what it is you need to know about your 2023 energy. You have releasing with the Knight of Cups in reverse. What Scorpio needs to know regarding their 2023 energy. Scorpio's energy for 2023. Disappointment, sadness, loss, grief, goodness. Okay. A lot of grief. Grief is a good word. Loss, disappointment, but grief specifically. It's intense. This Five of Cups is intense. Yeah, see, I know. I'm speaking to this is a tough energy. I'm definitely speaking to a Scorpio collective that is like really going through it here. I feel like, yeah, I just feel like I need to keep going. Sadness, disappointment, grief, loss. Tough year. All right. More for Scorpios 2023. There's a silver lining. I really do feel as if there's a silver lining here. More for Scorpios 2023. So bear with me. I don't just want to like turn the knife if you're like, yeah, I know 2023 has been hard. I don't need to hear about it. I do feel as if there's a positive aspect to this reading. There's the Seven of Cups, feeling lost, feeling stuck. I feel as if, I don't know if there was a loss necessarily in 2023. There could have been. There could have been a loss in 2023. Otherwise, you were dealing with a loss that kind of happened earlier. Maybe not in 2023, but in 2022 or 2021. I don't know exactly. It's going to depend on your specific situation, your specific timeline. But with the Seven of Cups, I do very much, and seeing it in your past and in your present, I feel as if maybe there is this energy of feeling just as lost or unsure as you did at the beginning of the year. And I'm not saying, again, I don't want this to feel as if you had no progress in 2023 and 2023 was just the worst year of your life. It could have been, but I do feel as if, I do, first of all, get that, how that energy can be challenging, but I also feel sometimes the darkest periods of our life, and I can say this again from experience, end up being the ones that transform us into the most powerful versions of ourselves. Because when you get through something that challenging, you get to the other side of it and you go, I did that. I did that. I got through that on my own. And it makes you kind of see how powerful, how strong you are, which moving forward starts to allow you to help yourself create better for yourself. So I feel like that's one aspect to this. I also feel as if there's a deeper lesson that your soul is supposed to learn. I don't want to get too into it with this reading, but yeah, there's definitely this deeper purpose associated with this period of your life. Scorpio's overall energy for 2023. What Scorpio needs to know? Oh, goodness. Okay. The biggest thing that you're fighting against and the biggest reason you are feeling disappointed. Now, again, never am I trying to downplay or dismiss the way that you feel, but to give you insight into why you're feeling the way that you feel, because our perspective is going to be a product of what we believe about our reality, and that perspective is going to cause our reaction, emotionally or otherwise. And the biggest thing that you are experiencing is your limiting beliefs being brought to the surface. Limiting beliefs such as, I'm never going to be loved. I'm never going to be able to be loved like I was in that situation. I'm never going to have what it is that I need or desire. I'm never going to be happy. I'm never going to be okay. Whatever it is. Sometimes when we go through great loss, we can feel as if our life is never going to recover, as if we're never going to get to a point where our life was just as good as it was before that loss took place. And that's never the case, though, especially if it was like loss by death, the loss of a loved one or something like that. Obviously, there's always going to be that space in your life, but it doesn't mean you can't feel happy again. It doesn't mean that things can't be good again in your life. But that goes for any kind of loss or any kind of experience that kind of shakes us to our core. A lot of times we think, we have a tendency to allow ourselves to believe that we're never going to recover. And that is just never the case. Now, it is the case if we allow that to consume us. And that's why, you know, when we go through some of the hardest times of our life, we do have a choice. We have a choice to either allow that to control and dictate our future moving forward and say, life sucks, I suck, nothing's ever going to work out, you know, and kind of allow that to carry us forward. Or we can say, everything in life has a purpose. This is teaching me something to help me elevate my life in a way I wouldn't be able to if I wasn't going through this. And when we're able to see things from that perspective, when we're able to see things from more of a what can I learn from this perspective, we start looking at the purpose of the experience instead of the experience itself, which can make it a hell of a lot easier to handle. All right, current energy for Scorpio, what Scorpio needs to know regarding their current energy. But you're going to feel however you need to feel. And again, this is not dismissing or downplaying the way that you feel. This is actually this message of saying, the reason that you feel so disappointed is because you think that you have these limiting beliefs about your life, like thinking maybe that your happiness exists in your past, your ability to be loved exists in your past, but it doesn't. It exists very much in your future, but you know you're going to have to get through this period. Kind of dark night of the soul energy, if that resonates with you. All right, current energy for Scorpio, what Scorpio needs to know about their current energy, clarifying truth with the Seven of Cups. Current energy for Scorpio. Feeling stuck. What is this Page of Swords saying? Okay, hang on. Because this Page of Swords, this is coming out different than usual. What is this Page of Swords saying? What is this Page of Swords saying? Four of Cups in reverse. Two of Cups. You hold all of the tools to get yourself unstuck, to get yourself out of this. You hold all of the tools. Because that's why I'm confused by this Page of Swords. It doesn't feel like it's the same energy as usual, but I'm really drawn to this sword. It's almost as if you have everything you need. You've always had everything you need. But specifically right now, it's the reminder that you have everything you need to get yourself unstuck, to get yourself out of this, to find your way forward. You are capable, you are deserving, you are supported, you are guided. You have all of the tools. You have everything you need to get yourself unstuck. That's what you're needing to know. And maybe you're like, how? How do I get myself unstuck? It's not about knowing how. It's about knowing that you can, right? Because our results are always going to be a product of our beliefs. If we don't believe that things are ever going to get better, and we just completely always act from that place, things are probably never ever going to get better. But if we start to try to believe, I can get myself out of this, I'm strong enough, I'm capable enough, like, you know that saying, like, you've survived 100% of your worst days? I feel as if this is this universe's way of telling you, like, you can get through this. You can and will come out of this energy. Even if things feel so challenging right now. What else does Scorpio need to know regarding their current energy? You're out of your comfort zone right now. You're out of your comfort zone right now. Hang on, okay. Okay, okay. Let me clarify this Three of Wands really quick, and then I think I get what this is saying. Because the Chariot in reverse to me is another kind of energy like the Six of Swords in reverse. Like, it's obvious that things aren't moving forward. Things aren't progressing. But yeah, okay. You're out of your comfort zone because you don't know. I feel like you have no idea how things are going to turn out, how you're going to get to where you want to go, how things, like, in your mind, it's like if things because the past didn't work out the way that it did, that I wanted it to, or because I was disappointed in some way, or because of this loss, in your mind, you truly don't see how things are ever going to be okay, or you're ever going to be happy, or you're ever going to be loved, or you're ever going to be whatever again. It's as if, like, you're in your mind, you do not see the possibility how you could ever be okay again, or ever be that happy, or that loved, or that whatever again. So there's this very negative expectation about your future. Now, naturally, right? I'm not blaming you. I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong. It's natural to feel the way that you do based on what you're going through. But I encourage you, Scorpio, to try to think about the truth and the fact that everything is always happening for us, not to us, even if we are not able to understand it in the moment. Meaning that we have never lost the opportunity to have and experience what it is that we desire, to experience love, the love that we desire, to experience the abundance that we desire, the success that we desire. We have never lost the opportunity to have the things that we desire. But the reason that we cause, because the majority of our suffering is created in our mind as humans. It's just the truth. I experience it, all the time in my journey, where I'm like, oh my gosh, this sucks, and the world is melting and nothing's ever going to work out. And then I get to where I was trying to go, and I look back and I'm like, that wasn't even that bad. I was just making it really bad in my head because I never thought I'd get here. Now, I don't know what you're going through, so, don't come at me in the comments thinking that I don't understand what you're going through, because I don't understand what you're going through. But based on my own experience and my experience of coaching others, what I can tell you is that with 100% certainty, I can say that things always can get better. Always. In every single situation that you are going through, things can always get better. And oftentimes, it ends up being better than you even think it can be. So I encourage you to try to think from that perspective. And trust me, I know how hard it is when you are struggling to do that. But it might help let a little bit of the light into what you're kind of going through right now. Overall energy for Scorpio. What Scorpio needs to know regarding their current energy. What Scorpio needs to know about their current energy. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. That's what I'm hearing, Scorpio. The best is yet to come. For you, there's the King of Cups, there's the Ace of Wands, there's the Ace of Swords. Whether you're male or female, you can still show up as this King of Cups. The best is yet to come. I feel like it feels like you're starting over. And that's the part that I feel is the hardest for you. Is you're like, I don't want to start all the way over. I don't want to rebuild. That's the hardest thing about, I feel like, when you lose a relationship, right? Is you're like, man, I have to start all the way over from the beginning. I got to go on dates. I got to get to know people. It's exhausting, right? That's this kind of energy that I feel that you're struggling the most with. Is I don't want to. Maybe you're tired of starting over. You're tired of starting again. You're tired of, and not just in relationships, but in general. But I actually feel as if this kind of newer energy that's coming into your life because of what you released is actually better than what's gone. This definitely feels like the best is yet to come. And I feel like 2024, with this kind of energy, it's like you'll start to see the path toward it. You'll start to see the path toward better days, toward better things. The wheel starts to turn in your favor. Okay. What can Scorpio expect in 2024? I want you to know that I kind of had an argument there in my head, because I heard the best is yet to come, and I said, I was like, in my head, I was like, I don't want to say that if that's not true, right? Because I never want to get anyone, it's never my intention to get anyone's hopes up in my reading. Like, that's always, I never want to be one of those readers that's like, everything amazing is going to play out for you, and then you're like, that didn't happen. But his voice was like, say it. So I do very much feel as if 2024 will be better, or at least kind of the stirrings of better for you. So, okay, anyway, what can Scorpio expect in 2024? What can Scorpio expect in 2024? Whoa. Whoa, okay. First of all, you have the Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles, okay? Emotional wish fulfillment, material wish fulfillment. Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles. Now, one was upside down, but I actually feel as if they're more crossed than anything. So, both. This is like fulfillment, abundance, okay? What it is that you desire. Now, you have this King of Swords in reverse. When we experience, so the King of Swords upright is one of my favorite energies in tarot, because it's this energy of equanimity, of being able to stay completely centered and balanced in the midst of chaos, in the midst of things not going your way, in the midst of the darkness, if you will. Well, obviously, we're human beings, and the spiritual journey is tough, and learning how to do that is complicated, okay? But what this message is saying, because I feel as if 2024 is this year of pulling yourself out of this darkness, pulling yourself out of the darkness, understanding that this is still very much possible for you. It does not exist behind you. It is still very much possible for you. But it almost feels as if that's what 2024 is about, is pulling yourself out of this energy that you've been in and starting to see the light, again, starting to see or feel hope again. Now, if this, I don't know, I feel like I'm speaking to a very specific Scorpio collective, so I'm hoping this resonates for some of you guys out there, but you've been really doubting the universe, yourself, a ton, but I feel as if 2024 is kind of starting to see the path forward again. This is for Scorpio's 2024 energy. Overall energy for Scorpio's 2024 energy. Oh no. Okay. So one's in the sun. Literally, what this is saying, the Tower with the sun and the Six of Wands, things fell apart for you, whatever this was, this Tower moment, whatever this was, so that things could get better. This is like, things fell apart, things came crashing down, things have been the way they are, so that they can get better for you. I just feel as if you're having a really, really hard time believing that, and honestly, you probably are going to continue to, right? It's hard to have faith when it feels like everything is crumbling, but the crumbling happens right before you level up, right before your life levels up to a place that's vibration that's better than what you've been experiencing. So that's what this feels like. It feels like everything fell apart, or whatever this was. This happened. This Tower happened, so that things could get better for you. It's very positive, and I feel like 2024 is about finding that path forward, starting to see the path forward, starting to see things turning in your favor. It wouldn't be ethical of me to tell you, oh, all your wildest dreams are going to come true in 2024, because first of all, that depends on so many factors, and the timeline isn't going to be the same for everybody, right? So this is what you need to know moving forward into 2024, is I feel as if in 2024, the path there, like, you start to see the wheel turning in your favor. I don't know in what way. For some of you, it could be new opportunities. For others, it could be, it's almost like the return of the light. That's what it feels. The return of the light starting to get back into kind of a more positive energy and recognizing, I mean, seriously, I feel like the best is yet to come for you. What Scorpio can expect in 2024. Now, this is for those who are on a healing journey, right? You're doing the work. You're working on yourself. What Scorpio can expect in 2024. The happiness will outweigh the loss. The Sun with the Five of Pentacles. The happiness will outweigh the loss. It's almost as if this is saying when you get to where you're going, you're not going to feel like you've lost anything at all. I can relate to that. My life completely fell apart in 2021. Completely fell apart. Worst year of my life, hands down, by far. And I never thought that I was going to be okay again. I never thought I was going to be happy. I was mad at the universe. And the way that everything unfolded, like now where I'm at in my life, I can see happened perfectly. And I am now living a life that is better than the one that fell apart. And so that's why I'm so passionate about these readings of everything happens for you, not to you, even if you can't recognize it in the moment. Now, I had to learn a lot during that period. It wasn't just like it happened, my life fell apart, and then it got better. No, there was a period of time where I was completely hopeless. I completely threw my spirituality out the window. I didn't believe that anything was ever going to happen for me, and I doubted myself and the universe hardcore. But then as things got better, my faith in the universe actually became tenfold of what it was before, because I was able to get to a better place and I was shown the way forward. So just know that I do very much feel, Scorpio, as if the best is yet to come for you, and you're going to start to see the stirrings of that in 2024. Okay, I'm going to hop on over to the extended. This is how to best prepare for 2024 for the best outcome for you. So any information for that's in the description box below, as well as any information on booking a personal reading with me. Thank you so much, Scorpio, as always, for your support of my channel. I obviously hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing. And as always, Scorpio, I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Scorpio.